first American fighters to see combat. Stone completes this loop overhead, rolls it down on top. The iconic music of the 1940s, which is the era of this aircraft's shining star in World War II. Listen to this Allison V-1710. We talked about the buzzing and inline liquid-cooled Allison V-12 engine. All-American made aircraft. Curtis Corporation, the Allison engine. That's a whole lot of weight out in front of that, generated a whole lot of torque with that big propeller. Watch here. This is Tom Richard from the left. To your left. See things aircraft flying towards the clouds. Will be wind. He's going to let the energy bleed off as it pulls back, lets it thin on its back. He's going to continue right around. As he enters the 45-degree down line, he's going to hold it on the knife edge, roll it out straight level, and then he's going to get back to level out right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Tom's version of the half Cuban 8. Let's get this converted into a full Cuban 8. Right here, as he climbs high and to the right. Tom wants you to know that flying this historic aircraft, which you heard from Scooter earlier, these pilots see themselves as stewards of American air power history. And here you see it flying in front of you here today. Ladies and gentlemen, we were just talking to a couple of professional photographers a minute ago, and they said these puffy clouds that have moved in make the perfect backdrop for a picture of an aircraft. So if you still got your film in your phone, get it out. Here we go from the left. This is Tom Richard and the Curtis P-40 Warhawk right here for you. We talked about at the end, the pilot maker. A lot of World War II pilots, when they would move on to frontline fighters, like what you see from the right here, ladies and gentlemen, they would come back to their instructors and say, why couldn't I fly the P-40 first? It's a lot easier. Well, that's why the T-6 is known as the pilot maker. But here is the combat veteran, the P-40 Warhawk. So you see Tom high and to the left if you're facing the runway. As he makes his way around, this will be another great opportunity for you to get a picture of this iconic aircraft. This will be one of his last passes here this afternoon. He's going to roll it down low and give you a really up-close look at this beautiful aircraft. classic barrel roll demonstrated by Tom there. That is a maneuver developed in World War I to be able to hit your opponent to fly from behind you, fly past you, and instantly arrive. You'll notice that as he pulled up to the top, his direction of travel turned 90 degrees to the left. By the time he rolled out on the bottom, he was back on the original course. That is the unique portion of what is a barrel roll. Basic fighter maneuver. And every pilot learns, but Tom's showing you why the P-40 is such an iconic, wonderful airplane. And here he is from the right. Let's watch what Warhawk does here. How about that, New York? Come on, let's give it up for Tom Richard. Hiding behind the trees on us, there he was. Wow, that was pretty unique. That was very cool. Keep your eye on him. We'll see what he's going to do next here. In case you wondered, if you didn't know, there's a nice little river right back there. There's a nice little cap for you to duck in that he did that. There he is from the left. I'm showing you the amazing roll capability of the P-40 Warhawk. The aircraft was very maneuverable. We talked about the engine in it earlier. This engine excels below 20,000 feet. It's a very good low-altitude air-to-air fighter. It's a good air-to-ground aircraft. And initially, the P-51 that we talked about early, North American Aviation, put this engine in it when they first built the P-51. We talked about the P-51s going to the British, to the Royal Air Force. And here, ladies and gentlemen, from the right, get your cameras out. This will be a great photo pass right here on the P-40. Ladies and gentlemen, that was up close and personal. That was very cool. When we talked about that motor in the P-51, when we lent this airplane to the British, they said, well, this airplane's great below 20,000 feet, but we really need to fight higher. What if we put one of our British Rolls-Royce engines in it? Well, it took a negotiation between the two countries and all the companies involved, and eventually they tested a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine in the P-51, and eventually that swap was made for all of them. But we didn't fly P-51s with British-made engines. They were all made in the United States by the Packard Corporation. It was a licensed build of the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine in the P-51. So every P-51 is a 100%